everyone, Jennifer here with a new video topic, and that is my TV Talk spoilers. As many of you know, when I do my TV Talks, sometimes when I'm talking about things I like or dislike about a specific episode, I say that I would like to elaborate more on it, but it would just give stuff away. Well, in these videos, I will be elaborating on those things, and it'll be either on a specific arc or a specific episode. But please keep in mind that if you have not yet watched the particular video or the particular episode or arc that will be discussed in the spoiler, I recommend that you don't watch that particular spoiler video. Okay, so this first TV Talk spoiler is on a series or a TV show that I really, really like, which is part of a franchise that I really, really like. And it's also on a arc. It's really the last episode, but it's really on the arc of that I have very strong opinions on. Okay, so it is Star Wars The Clone Wars Season 5, Episode 20, The Wrong Jedi. Now, before we get started on this video, I would just like to remind you once again that if you have not yet watched The Wrong Jedi or any of the other episodes that predate it in the arc, as this is the last episode in the arc, please turn off this video right now, as we will be going over stuff that will be spoilers. Okay, so, one of the big things I want to go over with this particular arc is what happens to Ahsoka at the end of the episode. Now, we all know that she leaves the Order. And that always bugged me, even when we get into Rebels. That always, and I hope that's not too much of a spoiler there. That always bugged me. It was like, she's this very popular character. I know when she first appeared, nobody really liked her, but she was this character that just grew on everybody after a while. And I know from other videos that have been posted on YouTube that, or that I found on YouTube, I don't know if they were originally posted on YouTube and just found their way there or what, but I know that fans were very upset when she left the Order, when she was gone. And that's probably what, and this is kind of a spoiler for Rebels, but I don't care because it's TV Talk spoiler, it's probably what made Lucasfilm bring her back in Rebels, is that the fans just loved her so much and were so upset that she was gone. And there was kind of that hanging in the air, well, what happened to her after that? Now, I get why they did this. They had to get Ahsoka out of the storyline because they had to explain why she was not there in Return of the Sith. Or Revenge of the Sith, excuse me. They had to explain that. Why wasn't she in Revenge of the Sith? And that was like a very important thing they needed to explain, because Revenge of the Sith opens up with Anakin and Obi-Wan going and rescuing the Chancellor Palpatine from Count Dooku. They needed to explain why Ahsoka wasn't with them, why she wasn't mentioned throughout the entire movie. They needed to explain why she was not there. And I guess they felt that because she was such a popular character, they couldn't just kill her off. So they had her leave the Order instead, because they figured, okay, if she leaves the Order, we can at least bring her back in. Now, I have no problem with that. I get it. I got why they had to do that. My problem was the fact of how they led up to her leaving the Order. Because they have her being blamed for not only a bombing at the Jedi Temple, but also killing a witness and everything. Granted, the witness, I believe, died in her custody. But the bombing, it's like she wasn't there. It's like common sense, people. She was not at the Jedi Temple. I don't even think she was on Coruscant when it happened. Another thing, I saw this in a post that somebody did somewhere. I don't know. I think I found it on Pinterest, but it more than likely didn't originate there. Of this thing where it says, the Jedi should have known that Ahsoka was telling the truth with what happened in regards to the bombing of the Jedi Temple, when she said she had nothing to do with it because Ahsoka cannot lie. And then they did a reference back to Slaves of the Republic, I believe was the name of the episode, where Ahsoka and Anakin and Rex and Obi-Wan travel to the Ziggurat, I believe is how you say their species name, world to rescue a group of Taruga colonists that were taken from their settlement and sold as slaves. And Ahsoka poses as a slave girl that Anakin quote unquote gives to the Queen of the Ziggurats. And, she's just so... Her acting is just so bad. You can tell right off the bat that it's just so bad. She's trying too hard to really sell this guise that she is this slave girl. I don't know how the Queen and her people missed it because it's so blatantly obvious. And maybe they didn't, and that was their downfall. And it's like there's none of that really overselling, really bad acting when she's talking to them and explaining that I didn't do this, that she had nothing to do with the bombing. So it's like right there should have been a red flag that this didn't happen and whatnot. And it's just a lot of things that I would have done different. I wouldn't have had her have her whole world shocked and whatnot. I would have come up with a different reason for her leaving. But on the plus side of that, it did create some inspiration for two of my favorite fanfics of all time. That can be found on Wattpad if you're interested. One is, trying to think of the name, Shati and Ahsoka Tano, and the other one, hold on, I'm trying to remember the name of it, so give me a second here. The other one was Shati's Secret. And they're both really great, wonderful books. Well, I haven't completely read Shati's Secret, but I did read Shati and Ahsoka Tano, and it's really good. And what they are these really great stories or fanfics about how Shati is actually Ahsoka's mother, and that's why she didn't speak up too much in these proceedings. And I'm going to see if I can find the authors for you for a second. Okay, so the first one, Shati and Ahsoka Tano, was written by Sky the Magician. And hold on, I'm looking for the second one. And Shati's Secret was written by Tragic Shadow. And again, jury's still kind of out on Shati's secret. I read a little bit of it, and what I read of it is actually really good. I did read the first one, Shati and Ahsoka Tano, and that's very good too. That's actually really good. I like what I read of it. I absolutely loved it, and I like the concept of it. It was a very interesting concept, particularly since Shati is a well-known character, but we don't see that much about her. But anyways, I'm getting off topic. But again, with this whole thing of her leaving the Order, Ahsoka leaving the Order, I get why they did it. I understand why they did it. I would have done it in a different way, to be completely honest with you. Okay, so basically, what do you guys think of what happened in this arc? Do you agree with it? Do you disagree with it? Do you think it was the right move to do this, to have Ahsoka leave the Order? Would you have come up with a different way for her to leave the Order? I mean, I gave my opinion. I'd love to hear your opinions. Okay, as always, thank you for watching, and have a very nice day.